So this is the turmeric wax, right? And I'm going to use it in a separate container because I'm just doing his arm, so I don't need this much. With the turmeric wax, you don't have to warm it. I'm not gonna warm the turmeric wax. This is a container. I'm not gonna warm it. You can warm it. When you warm the wax, it works faster and it's more effective and resistant here. But you don't have to warm it if your temperature, you meaning your surrounding, the room that you're in is no AC and you have a you know, your body hot, you can use it without warming it. So I'm not gonna warm it. And the turmeric is the most softest wax out of all. It is more milder on the skin, and also it is good for sensitive skin, especially acne prone skin and skin with eczema. Now when I say that, everybody have eczema, but some eczema doesn't show, some eczema doesn't rash your skin, but you can see the small eczema spot which you can still go ahead and wax. I'm not talking eczema that irritates your skin, and I'm not talking acne that you have body acne and you know it's sore up and everything like that. You're not gonna wax skin like that. But you have some people will have really sensitive skin, and you can go ahead and wax it if it's sensitive but not rush up. So thank you so much for listening. That let me just go ahead and put the wax in here and then begin. I already cleansed already, and cleansing, remember, I'm gonna show you the direction that you're not supposed to cleanse the hair in. I'm holding the camera and talking to you guys, so at the same time by showing you the stuff, because I don't have a cameraman. So okay, this is the hair. As you can see, he has curly hair, so I'm gonna use the scissors to trim down some of it, right? But let's say you can't see underneath your arm to trim it down, you can still go ahead and, because I don't want you to use the scissors and pinch yourself, but you can still go ahead and remove the hair with the wax just the same. So I'm going to trim down one arm and I'm not going to trim down one. It's just that when you don't trim it down, the tension kind of a little bit sensitive, because the wax will jog the hair, and when it have too much hair, and it's just like you holding your hair and pulling it, and if you don't have any hair to pull, then it's less tension. I hope you understand what I mean. So as you can see here, he has creases here, so it's not dirt, but I guess stretch mark and so forth. It's not rush or anything, but I'm going to do a cleanse and then I'm going to come back and show you how I wax it. Right, so this is the turmeric wax. You can see the turmeric in there, right? So look how thick it is. So if you put this on the hair and to jog it, it might pull the hair, and this is why we tell you to warm it a little. But as I said, I'm not going to turn on the AC in the room, so I'm going to do it without warming. This is for some people who just can't bother to warm it, right? So you can just boil up some water, put it in a next dish, and then rest this in there, and just that heat alone will warm the wax for you. Or you can just put this little saucer in the microwave for 5 seconds and it warm it. So that's it. Okay, so when cleansing, do not go in circular motion like this. Is either you go down or you go up, but never in circular motion. Down or up. And after we cleanse, we make sure the area is dry, we powder. Just to make sure the area is dry. And if you notice, I'm going upward and downward, right? Now this is too much here. Remember I said that I would have used the scissors and trim it down, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use the strip. Okay, so remember I said I'm not going to warm the wax, and I'm not going to use the scissors and cut down the hair. I'm just going to go ahead This is the amount of wax I have on the stick. So I'm just going to do this section first. I'm going to go up in upward direction. This does not warm. And this is the turmeric wax. I can then go like this and pull it off. I'm pulling and then I'm dragging. Its natural body temperature will warm the wax. This is without trimming and without warming and without the strip. Right, so this is dirty now, so it can't take off anymore, so I'm just going to dispose of it and use a different stick. Once the wax get dirty, after using it like that, it starts holding the hair. I didn't even have to use a lot of wax this time because it's not enough hair leave, so this is the amount that I'm using now. And I'm going to pull like this. I'm going to press it back down. And that's how easy it is. And this is the turmeric wax. If you warm the wax, it won't give you this. So it becomes dirty now. There is no more hair left anyway. This is what comes off on the hair. Now I want everything to clean off, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a strip, right, to clean up. Just to clean up. Because in this place is really hot, so it's melting the wax a lot. You could have used anything to do this, just to clean up, but I'm just using this strip. Done. And then after I done with this now, I use some oil and I rub it on this area. There is no hair. Very clean. Next arm. So now we're gonna do this arm. So we're gonna cleanse upward and downward. Then after cleansing, I'm going to cut down the hair. So I'm going to cut down the hair using a scissors. After you cut, you can cleanse again. This person afraid of them arms, so you see the little movement, have to be careful. Afraid that we call that ticklish. He's dying with love. Alright. So we're gonna cleanse again just to remove those hair. So we just trim down a little. That is if you cannot manage the wax dragging so much hair. I could trim down a little bit more, but as I said, he's afraid of the, what you call that, ticklish again. So I'm adding the pressure up and down, never in circular movement. I'm pressing the powder into the follicle just for it to dry. Now I'm gonna use the wax and strips now. I'm gonna press. Then I'm gonna use the strip. Then I'm gonna pull and jab. Wasn't hard, was it? I'm gonna put one here. I'm not going twice because with applying, because it could trim down a little, so I didn't want it to. So I'm pressing here right now and then press. Okay, so a lot of hair comes out. Ta-da. Remember, the wax don't warm, so all the hair comes off. It's good to pull the skin when doing it. It's less tension on the skin. Done. And this is the last go. And I could have just made 3 go and take it all off, but what happened because of the angle, how I have to set because of the camera. But this is the last, just cleaning up. And as I said, this is without the wax warm. All finished, guys, all finished. And that's our turmeric wax. See how easy it's used? Very easy. See a little hair right here? And now I'm going to just put the oil. And the reason why we put the oil is for the wax not to go down in the pores, and just for moisture. Skin needs moisture after going through that much tension, right? You see, is it a up or down? And of course, this client is afraid of ticklish, so you touch him like that. And from the amount of wax that I use, this is what left. And this is why I said, do not use your wax from the container. This is here, you know. This is here in the wax. Do not use the wax and the contain out of the container. Take it out, because here melt after a while, and once it melts it becomes dirty. Throw away your stick. Do not use back the wax strip. I see people selling strip and telling you that you must reuse it. Remember, when you're using the wax exfoliate the skin in the meantime, removing dead skin from the body. You have to throw away that. Do not wash it and use it back. First of all, when you wash things, you use soap, and when you use soap, that's going end up to sweat back into your pores, especially when heat touch it. I'm just that sensitive skincare person where I think that everything you're using on the skin must be toxic free and clean. Thank you so much for watching. This is Alikare, and remember, you can find us at alikarecosmetics.com, and you can order from us also on Instagram, locally and overseas.